Welcome to TTV News with some latest events in Taynan province. Dear audience, the Consular Department's Ministries of Foreign Affairs has just announced that China has adjusted its immigration and epidemic prevention policy.
Accordingly, from January 17, 2023, the condition for passengers to enter China is to have a paper copy of negative PCR test results within 48 hours before departure, specify the name of the person doing the test, date, month, year of birth, and number of identification. If the result is an electronic test, it should be printed out and carried by the passenger. The required languages are Vietnamese, Chinese, and English. The use of mask during the flight is also mandatory. Airlines flying to China will be in charge of checking passenger negative PCR test results, while Chinese customs will check on the spot upon entry depending on the situation. In the afternoon of January 31st, the People's Committee of TayNinhTVToday Bến Cầu District and Province held the 2023 external meeting with the People's Committee of Private World, Private Cities, Spreading Province, Kingdom of Cambodia. The two sides agreed on the proposal to continuously cooperate in dealing with the problem of wastewater from casinos on the Cambodian border and the Cambodian people raising cattle and buffaloes to raid and destroy crops of the people in TayNinhTVToday. In addition, they will continue to maintain and tighten the traditional relationship, good solidarity for peace, friendship, cooperation, and development.
In the afternoon of January 31st, the People's Committee of Trang Bang Thao have a conference to review the budget collections in 2022 and implement the task in 2023. Attending the conference, there were Mr. Võ Văn Dũng, Secretary of the Trang Bang Thao Party Committee, Mr. Trần Tương Quốc, Chairman of the People's Committee of Trang Bang Thao.
In 2022, the results of state budget collection achieved and exceeded their side targets. Thereby, Trang Bang Thao collected nearly 333 billion Vietnam dong, reaching over 143% of the provincial estimate and nearly 127% of the town estimate, an increase of more than 150% over the same period last year. In the past year, the Task Steering Committee for Budget Collection has seriously implemented tasks and solutions to achieve and exceed the plan. This contributes to the balance of local budgets. Most of the time, the conference focus on discussing a number of issues, such as experience and solutions for budget collection, exploit the management and enforcement of tax debt, and some other contents. Mr. Dũng suggested the following issues. In the coming time, the Task Steering Committee for Budget Collection needs to promptly implement solutions to achieve and exceed the side targets, encouraging production and business development activities, creating a stable source of revenue for the state budget. On this occasion, the People's Committee of Trang Bang Thao rewarded a number of collectors and individuals with outstanding achievements in implementing the 2022 budget collection in the Thao.
Currently, the province's total annual rice production area is about 147,600 hectares and is concentrated in districts and towns such as Châu Thành, Trảng Bàng, Bến Cầu, Gò Dầu, Dương Minh Châu, and Tân Biên. However, the productions of farmers still lacks the concentrations and linkage, especially the formations of high-quality rice production area is small and slow.
According to the orientation of the Department of Agriculture and Rural Development in 2025, TayNinhTV will develop two high-quality rice production areas with a total area of about 400 hectares in two communes of Phước Bình and Phước Chỉ of Trang Bang Thao, and in Thanh Commune, Châu Thành District. In Phước Bình and Phước Chỉ communes, people have now connected with Lúa Vàng Việt Production and Trading Joint Stock Company to produce high-yield rice with an area of 23 hectares. The main sets of rice varieties used by farmers are mainly good quality varieties that are accepted by the market with an average yield of 6 tons per hectare. In TayNinhTV, the entire area of 200 hectares is in the planning. Farmers are currently associated with Lúa Vàng Việt Production and Trading Joint Stock Company for the production of high-quality rice with an average yield of 6.2 tons per hectare. From now to 2025, in the planned areas, the province will invest in a closed-dive system, combining in-field traffic to have production process to be more convenient and also to build high-quality rice production areas. The number of tourists coming during the Lunar New Year this year has increased. Only from the 1st to the 10th of January, there were nearly 1 million visitors with tourism revenue of more than 465 billion Vietnam dong. It increased over 129% over the same period in 2022. Some tourist areas that attract tourists during the Lunar New Year this year, such as Baden Mountain, TayNinhTVToday, and some other farmstay. Baden Mountain National Tourist Area is visited by over 90% of tourists. One of the reasons why the number of tourists coming to TayNinh during the Lunar New Year this year has increased is because the situation of the COVID-19 epidemic is well controlled. In addition to visitors from many areas, the tourist destination of TayNinh has attracted a large number of tourists from Cambodia and other countries. In addition, the province tourist areas and tourist sites have invested quite methodically, especially in Baden Mountain National Tourist Area, which has invested in a cable car system and some landscape by sunroof. The types of flowers here are constantly changed, and cultural and art activities are organized to attract many visitors.
Ladies and gentlemen, with the key roles in ensuring political security, social order and safety, in 2022, the city police will perform the task of grasping the situations and proposing to party committees as authorities at some levels to effectively deal with arising problems related to political security, social order, and safety. They make every effort to avoid unexpected situations. This contributes to creating the favorable environment for the successful implementations of socio-economic development targets of TayNinh City. What is being the leading unit in the grassroots level emulations movement for the national security in 2022. In 2022, the city police effectively deployed 5 base, specifically focusing on fiercely suppressing criminal groups, inter-provincial and inter-district criminal activities, using high technology, rules and appropriations of property, abuse economy and environment. They have eliminated many criminal groups, solved many special cases, and received host bonus from the Ministries of Public Security, the authorities at all levels, the boards of directors, and the people raised and sent letters of praise. That's the motivations for the officers and soldiers to excellently fulfill their assigned tasks. From the beginnings of the years until now, we have dismantled many cases of property theft, robbery, fighting in the area. Many people come to thank officers and soldiers for being active and enthusiastic in solving cases, ensuring security and order. That is the choice, the motivation to give us strength to try harder. TayNinh City took the initiative to assess it early and from afar. It have to roomless and effectively deal with notable issues such as emerging issues of security and order, preventing mass gatherings, vandalism, and many other problems. In the past year, the city police has handled many outstanding results, which can be mentioned as receiving 159 cases with signs of criminal law violations, clarifying 149 cases, 247 subjects, achieving the targets of nearly 94%. The city police force investigated and discovered 95 cases, clarified 85 cases, 164 subjects, reaching 89.4%, successfully dismantled 21 cases, recovered assets worth more than 2 billion Vietnam dong. Criminal cases have been handled in a timely manner. The handling of crimes must ensure compliance with the provisions of the law. Besides us, the organization has practically implemented the pace of 90 days and nights of issuing citizen identification. So far has registered 11,566 EID accounts number and 230 public service accounts, received 612 documents via online public service portal. The cleaning of the national database on populations reaches over 96%. The city police has established a model of firefighting safety interaction team in residential area in order to overcome shortcomings and limitations in fire prevention and rescue work for residential area households, and how in combination with productions and business at the same time restrains and reduce the fires and the loss of life and property. In addition, the party committee and leadership of the city police have directed, consolidates, and improves the qualities of activities of the following models: self-governance, residential group, people's patrons, mobilizing the entire population to participate in denouncing and arresting criminals in residential areas. Yellow group propagate crime prevention and control. The models of agencies, businesses, school, religion. In order to the opposed achievements, the leaderships of the city police always uphold the responsibilities of the leaders in the performance assigned tasks. In particular, closest follow the targets assigned by the party committee and the boards of directors. The leaderships of the city police has set targets for a professional team to serially implement the action comments, unity, initiative, example, discipline, responsibilities, efficiencies, honor are the most noble sacred things. We always try to evaluate and complete the assigned tasks. With the achievements in the past year, TayNinhTV Police is the leading unit of emulations movement for national security at grassroots level. 65 collective and 116 individuals have made excellent achievements in the crime fighting, prevention, and control. That's all for today, TTV News. Thanks for watching and see you next time.